Hello, my Bill 1000 Nation. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully, everyone's having a great day. If not, I hope it gets better from here. We are back with another MrBallen video. This one is son of a bean eater. Oh, this one is titled Words I Cannot See. Okay, this is titled Top 3 Signs of Alien Life. Man, I am scatterbrained. Sleep. No catching up with. It happens. All right, I'm excited to get in today's video. If you guys are excited as I am, please, what the fuck is wrong with me? I'm tripping balls. Okay. Hello, my Bill 1000 Nation. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully, everyone's having a great day. If not, I hope it gets better from here. We are back with another MrBallen video. This one is titled Top 3 Signs of Alien Life. I'm excited to get into this story. If you guys are excited as I am, please go ahead, turn them lights down low, put on something comfy, cut up with something special. Let's get spooky. Yeah, I'm leaving that first part in because, you know, I don't care to show my fuck up. All right, let's get into it. I'm excited. I love aliens. Aliens. Matter of fact, I love them so much, I got alien merch at my store. Go check it out.
The Pentagon just quietly confirmed the 2 leaked videos from 2017 that showed these strange objects whipping around our atmosphere are totally authentic, and to this day, they have no idea what they are. Before I get into today's list, if you're a fan of the strange, dark, and mysterious delivered in story format, then you've come to the right channel because that's all we do, and we upload 3, 4, even 5 times every week. So if that's of interest to you, please order
Aliens.
8 large pizzas to the like button's house and tell the store you'll pay cash at the front door. Also, please subscribe to this channel and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of our weekly uploads. All right, let's get into today's stories.
Or subscribe to this channel because, yeah, why not? I'm a person too. You can subscribe to me, become part of the B5 Nation like everyone else.
Late one night in the summer of 1977, a large radio telescope in Ohio intercepted a very unique signal. The telescope was searching the sky on behalf of an organization called SETI, which is the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, and the signal, although it only lasted 72 seconds, fit the profile of a message beamed to us from another world. Jerry Amon, who was a project scientist for SETI, was flipping through some of the computer printouts generated by the telescope when he noticed a series of letters. Now, the way this particular radio telescope worked is it pretty much constantly picked up a signal, but that signal was a very low background hum of static, and that was represented in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All those low numbers are representative of that basic background sound that they just write off. It doesn't matter. Occasionally, the telescope would pick up a higher number on the readout, like a 7, an 8, a 9, and even above that, it transitions to letters to represent louder radio signals. But all of those higher signals had a rational explanation. Either they were anomalous or they were tied to something very natural and ordinary. But that particular night in 1977, as the telescope swept across the sky, it picked up a signal that was so strong it surged past 0 through 9 and made its way into the letters all the way up to letter U, and it held it for 72 seconds, representing a signal that was 30 times stronger than what this telescope normally picks up as its baseline. And after those 72 seconds, the telescope eventually passed it, and that signal dropped all the way back down. So when Amon saw this amazing string of letters representing this radio signal, he circled it in red ink and wrote next to it, "Wow!" exclamation point, and from that point forward, this transmission became the WOW signal. One of the main reasons the WOW signal was not immediately cast out as some anomaly or chalked up to some other natural occurrence is because of what we understand about radio wave transmission. The goal of this radio telescope was to try to pick up radio signals coming in from other worlds. And so the way they did that is they opened up a whole bunch of different channels, receivers, they had 50 of them, and anytime they were aiming their dish in a direction of the sky, if there was any radio waves coming towards them, they tried to capture them on different radio frequencies. If you were aiming your antenna in a direction where natural radio waves were coming towards you, it would hit one channel and then diffuse over adjacent channels because it's not a targeted radio wave. It's natural. It's more like a shotgun blast. Non-natural radio waves, like the ones we're familiar with when we listen to the radio, listen to music, Those are targeted radio waves, meaning when they were sent out in a very narrow band. They were sent out on a single frequency, and only people that have turned to that particular frequency or that particular receiver are going to hear your message. That is a non-natural radio wave. The night that the WOW signal was picked up, it was only picked up on one channel. It did not diffuse over the others, meaning the WOW signal is not natural and was created by someone or something. And for the SETI researchers that are literally combing the sky for signs of extraterrestrial life, this is exactly what they were looking for. It is what an intelligent life form would do to try to communicate. They would use one radio frequency to demonstrate this is intentional. But despite decades of professional and amateur astronomers searching the sky for this WOW signal, it's never been found again. While there's many theories about what could have caused the WOW signal, obviously ranging from extraterrestrial life to a comet that passed by in 1977 that we only recently knew about, to a secret spy satellite, the bottom line is, to this day, we cannot adequately explain it. It remains the best evidence of alien communication ever obtained.
Hell yeah. Oh, itchy.
There is a taboo that is held in the scientific and academic communities, as well as in government, news media, and all modern institutions. And that taboo is on taking UFOs seriously. As a result of this societal conditioning, many people simply don't believe in UFOs. And those same people will view others that do believe in UFOs or who are open-minded to it as the crazy people, when in reality, UFOs are blatantly real. I mean, blatantly so. And they've been whipping around Earth for some time. But because of that taboo, scientists and politicians, they don't want to do the research to figure out why they're here because it's career suicide. And what's worse is there's all sorts of programs, like I'm going to tell you about in a minute, that are designed to keep people conditioned to believe that everything is ponies and rainbows, and there's no aliens, there's no UFOs, there's no anything.
Ponies fart rainbows. Butt stallions.
But Earth. In 1952, a CIA group called the Psychological Strategy Board concluded that the people in the United States are prone to mass hysteria when it comes to UFOs, and that we should be actively debunking any organization or person or group that is trying to get to the bottom of UFOs or other unexplained phenomenon. It seems like the reasoning behind this was to protect the public from themselves. They did not.
I mean, have you met people? We do some dumb shit. I mean, look at what happened during the pandemic stuff, man. Like, you know how long it was that I almost toilet paper. That's all you got to say, toilet paper. People don't handle freak out well. You got the preppers that's going to be like, I've been telling you for 30 years this was going to happen. You got the people that just don't believe it, saying, oh, it's all fake. And then they go out there and get shot in the fucking face. And everyone around them just freaking the fucking. Like, people don't handle. Either you just shut down or you throw yourself into it. People don't handle things well. I'm one of those people. No, actually, I'd just be like, like, go, listen to Stephen Hawking and shit, man. He knows what's what.
Want the public
to
dead discover
now,
something
he
as
used
momentous
to know what's what.
As the discovery of a UFO that is connected to extraterrestrials or some other unexplained phenomenon. They didn't want the public to discover that. They wanted the government to make that discovery so it could be controlled, the narrative could be controlled, and they could protect the public from falling into mass hysteria. Now, while we don't know if the government actually listened to this recommendation and began aggressively censoring any group or organization that was trying to get answers about UFOs,
they did.
What we do know is that the government at the same...
Bro, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Like, people who look into the shit, they'll all say the same thing. Like, it's just weird. Like, there'll be helicopters just kind of like here and there. All of a sudden, they start noticing, vehicles that are just really out of the ordinary. The government don't want us knowing this shit. When they decide to tell us, they're going to act like it's some great epiphany and they're doing us a fucking favor.
time was investing real money to do their own research about UFOs. In December of 2017, the Pentagon had to come out and confirm the existence of a particular program called the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program after 2 of their videos had been leaked. This highly classified, highly controversial government-funded program investigated UFOs. The 2 leaked videos were filmed by American service members, pilots, when they saw these.
But UFO doesn't exactly mean ET UFO. UFO is this unidentified flying object, which could be a new spacecraft that some other country or whatever built. It could be a new form of plane that we don't know about that another country has built. UFO has a broad spectrum of what it can mean. It doesn't mean alien. Just to clarify. It does just mean unidentified flying object, which could be as anything from a new fighter jet that no one's ever seen that China or whoever has built secretly, and we're seeing it for the first time. Or it could be like a spacecraft, like say SpaceX is making a new craft that no one's ever seen, and then all of a sudden they shoot it out. That's an unidentified flying object until they figure out what the fuck it is. That's my 2 cents. I still believe aliens are real. I believe ET is in Area 51 somewhere, or in one of their other secret bases, or like somewhere in Iceland.
Objects that were flying
or Greenland
around Earth that were demonstrating.
Don't ask questions. Colorado, Iceland, Greenland.
What this program described as advanced physics, which is
bones.
Basically things humans haven't figured out how to do yet. The objects were able to accelerate with g-forces that were too much for the human body to withstand. They could reach hypersonic speeds with no sonic boom and no heat trail. They also seemed to resist Earth's gravitational pull, despite not looking particularly aerodynamic enough to have lift or thrust. Metamaterials that came from these UFOs were made up of materials that you can't find naturally on Earth and would be extremely expensive to replicate. According to a Pentagon briefing this group gave in 2009 about all of their research into UFOs, they concluded that the United States would not be able to protect itself against some of the technology they had discovered. And these 2 videos that we're seeing are only the ones that were leaked. And in April of 2020, the Pentagon came out and officially confirmed those 2 leaked videos from 2017 were authentic, and to this day, the crafts or objects that were spotted in those videos are still listed as unidentified. They wouldn't say that unless they made sure it was not just another military craft or some other conventional explanation, meaning, really, we don't know what these things are. Here are the 2 video clips.
Nickel 6-1 Tango Logic on the... Roger, there's troubleshooting as soon as I get...
Did you box moving target? No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at it fly! Dude, this is a drone, bro. There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude. That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not. That is the LNS, dude. Well, if there's like... Look at that thing. It's rotating.
Better than Earth.
Just 30 years ago, we had not discovered a single planet outside of our solar system. Today, we've discovered over 4,500 of them, and of all those planets we're discovering...
Some planets are planets, some planets are moons, some are just like classified as like satellite. We learn more and more about out all the time. Like we know a lot of things about the end, like around, Earth itself. We still don't even know everything about it, but there's so much out there we just don't know, and we will probably never know. Not in my lifetime, probably not in none of our lifetimes. It'd be amazing. It would be amazing to see. But damn, I can't wait until like You know, you just walk down the street and they're the person you're talking to could be an alien, you know. That's going to be amazing. That's going to be crazy. If it ever happens, I would love it.
1 in 5 of them, scientists now say, are most likely habitable. There's really 2 criteria for a planet to be considered habitable. 1, it needs to be rocky, and 2, it needs to fall into the Goldilocks zone, where it's in its star's orbit in a place where it's neither too hot or too cold, allowing water to be in liquid form. One of the best chances we have so far at finding life on another one of these habitable planets is a planet called Ross 128b. It orbits an inactive red dwarf star, meaning it's likely not being bludgeoned by solar radiation, and we've detected strange signals emanating from the nearby host star, signals that perhaps have intelligent origins. Another habitable planet is Proxima b. It also happens to be the closest habitable planet to Earth, and is a lot like Ross 128b. However, the red dwarf it revolves around is much more temperamental and periodically casts out massive amounts of radiation that does make life quite difficult. It's also tidally locked and in synchronous rotation with its star, meaning one side of the planet is always facing the star and getting completely torched all the time. The other side, the dark side of the planet, never faces the star, and so everything is frozen. And so the only place liquid water could exist on Proxima b would be at the equator. Another area of the universe that scientists are focused on to try to see if there's life there right now, or could be life, is an area called the TRAPPIST-1 system. It's actually 7 different planets, all of which are considered habitable, that are orbiting around this one particular red dwarf. The really cool thing about this particular system is that the 7 planets are super close together. So close that if you were standing on one, you could look up and see all of the others, and you're so close you could actually make out geologic formations like mountains, and you could see clouds, and in theory you could actually travel between the different planets. So imagine going on vacation to another planet. But to really get you thinking, a new study just released its results this month in October 2020. They looked at all 4,500 plus planets that are outside the solar system, and they ranked them according to how likely they are to sustain life. Not whether they're currently sustaining life, but looking at their conditions of how good of a planet are they to sustain life. And out of the 4,500, there were 24 at the top of the list that not only can sustain life, but actually can sustain life better than Earth can. They are considered super habitable, and they are literally better places to live than Earth is, which is definitely a foreign concept for most people because they think of Earth as like this oasis in this vast universe where everything lined up perfectly to sustain human life. And already, just out of the 4,500 planets that were reviewed that have only been discovered in the past 30 years, right? There's lots more planets out there. We've already found 24 that are better than Earth at sustaining life. So what happens when we discover there are millions, if not billions of planets out there? Just probability alone says there's going to be a heck of a lot more planets out there that are better at sustaining life than Earth, which really forces you to come to terms with the reality that almost certainly we are not alone. So that's going to do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what
Yeah, enjoyed today's video, MrBallen. You know I love aliens, Bigfoot, Sasquatches. I like it all. I like things on this world. I like things out of this world. I like the mysterious. Like I said, I don't know what's out there. I'm not going to try to act like I do, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything like that. I don't know if they're like grays and shit like that. I don't even know if it's like a single-celled organism that's just alive out there. All I do know is it's impossible. It's impossible to just say that, no, we're the only ones. We might be the only ones like us. I know I'm the only one like me. Because I'm just Bill. But I just can't physically believe that there's nothing else out there, period, that is classified as a living creature. I mean, we still find like weird animals and insects and stuff like that all the time here. How are we going to act like we know what's going on out there? You know what I mean? I really enjoy that. Man, MrBallen, you tickle me in all the good places. Ignore that last part. I really enjoyed today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed today's video as much as I did. And if you did, please go down there, leave a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. While you're down there going over, slap that subscribe button, become part of the B5 Nation. We do some crazy stuff here. If you want to know when that crazy stuff happens, ding that bell. It might work for you. It might not. But if it do, jump in on one of my premieres, go over in the live chat and be like, hey, Bill, I believe in ET too. I'm back. Hells yeah. Leave a like and dip. That's all you got to do. As always, be good to one another. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. MrBallen. You tickled me good. Now I'm hungry for more.